Immigrants now living in the Quad Cities area under the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program are seeing their emotions go from relief to frustration. The relief came last month when the Supreme Court upheld the program.
The court rejected the Trump administration's attempt to end Daca, and just this week, President Donald Trump said Daca will only be extended for a year and will not take any new applications. It is our top story at 10 o'clock. It is estimated hundreds of thousands have benefited from Daca. It lets people who were brought to the country illegally get a work permit and renew it every 2 years as long as they pass a background check. Local 4's Carla Sosa spoke with a dreamer affected by the president's decision.
The Trump administration decision could affect many people who live in the country.
The first week after the announcement of the Supreme Court, I had interviewed about 10 people who wanted to apply, and those people are just here from the Quad Cities.
Andrea is a dreamer from East Moline who came to the country when she was 3 years old, and now she can't apply for Daca.
It really is devastating because I don't really get to work. You know, when I graduate from college, I might not be able to work right away as what I've been preparing myself for. So it's really sad. It really brings me down.
The new approach from the Trump administration is considered a stalling tactic to review the policy. The administration could use the time to come up with a new strategy to get rid of the program, a move that could leave the so-called dreamers helpless.
We don't know if it's 100 or if it's in the thousands, how many people qualify to apply. And they will not be able to apply because the administration has clearly said they're not going to follow the orders of the Supreme Court.
John Ortega, the vice chair of Scott County Republicans, feels something should be done for dreamers.
It's the fault of the parents who brought them here illegally, but it's not their fault that they're here. So there should be some kind of accommodation for that, I think.
Andrea wishes things could be different.
I look at my classmates and I still wonder, like, what makes us so different, you know? At the end of the day, we're still human beings. We still have that, we still deserve that right to work, to have an education.
In Moline, Carla Sosa, Local 4 News.
It's estimated there are nearly 3,000 Daca recipients in Iowa and more than 42,000 in Illinois.